Best venues in all of softball. It is Rhodes Stadium, a top 25 matchup on this fine Wednesday evening as the Alabama Crimson Tide welcome Florida State. Alongside the two-time Olympic gold medalist Michelle Smith, I'm Chucky Kemp. Can't ask for much more than this. Two of the premier programs on a Wednesday night going at it.
Yeah, both former. Really good slug as well. On base at over 460.
Chopper is going to be tough, not going to get Torres, and that's some of the athleticism you'll see on display in this game. Last year behind their ace Caleb Beaver, who transferred in, as Beecham lifts this one to left center field. Vandegrift is under it, and there's one out. Fantastic season.
You love to see those breakout years.
Ground ball, no chance to get two, but they do retire Harp and Beecham in order. 2 outs.
Good job by mental softball.
It's been one of Alabama's problems defensively, as this has popped up on the first pitch, and exactly what Jocelyn Brisky wanted out of the gate, a leadoff single, and then 3 straight outs to retire Florida State.
Against right-handed pitchers, so very comfortable hitting off of lefties.
Team that has not been shut out this season. Left side, Vandegrift is on. The nation's Larissa Pruitt can bring her around. There goes Vandegrift right on cue. And she's safe at second. Add it to the total. That's 35 for the season now.
Patrick Murphy type of coaching.
Popped up. Danley really had Pruitt off balance for out number 1. How many stolen bases you have in college? 27. Closing in on 1,300 wins at Alabama. He sits at 1,298.
Incredible career.
Duke sure draws the walk, and that brings up Hevelin.
Bullpens, they pitch by committee, they use their defense.
Edenfield lost that, and Vandegrift, that's all she needed to take third.
Now Vandegrift is...
Papillo awaits on deck, another big power hitter, 3-2. Hit to the right side, and that's through. Alabama's going to take an early lead, and the ball gets past Waycaser for just a moment. So Dukeshire's able to take third.
Really nice at bat by Callie Hevelin. Goes up 3-0, works to a full count, but then takes a pitch on the inner half and just goes inside out. Doesn't do too much of the, look at the way she just barrels it up, gets it through that infield on the right side. Easily gonna get Audrey Vandegrift in. Little bit of a bobble out in right field by Waycaser.
Ground ball right side, that's gonna get through. They found a spot they like, and it's a 2-0 start for Alabama.
Look at where Annie Potter, the second baseman, she is up the middle. There's this large gap. Amaya Ross, the first baseman, is toward the line. So just a high hoppers getting through that right side. Another run up on the board. Really good situational hitting here in the first inning for Alabama.
Elistad past Danley, awkward play. They get the out at first base, but 2 runners in scoring position with 2 down.
Nice base running by Papillo to make sure.
1-0 from Danley. Slow roller down the third base side, and safe at first is the call.
Our games will change profoundly.
2-2 ground ball right side. This should do it. They strand the bases loaded, but 2 runs come across. Just what Alabama needed in the first.
At the beginning of the season, then more so at the end of the season, because they can make some adjustments, some changes. They've already looked like they've done that here in the first inning of this game. But it's really about routine plays, getting that job done in the circle with to continue to use.
Especially with the power hitters of Florida State and the wind blowing out tonight. They get the ground ball there for Waycaser. That is 5 in a row retired after the leadoff single. 8 in both of the last 2 years, but just 2 this season. Hasn't homered since February 14th. Swings through that one. Brisky retires 6 straight and has 2 strikeouts in the second.
They created chaos, and then they came with the long ball when they needed it.
One of the great ones at that is Salen Hawkins, drives it into left field for a leadoff base hit. She is standing by someone who created a lot of chaos at Alabama, and Kayla Bro,
Right.
who was a 3.
Speed, hunts down balls in the outfield, just smart.
She will trade places with Hawkins for out number 1.
Good job by Amira. She does so well. 53% of her pitches are typically that drop ball. I'd like to see her throw a little bit more changeup, though.
Misses, runner goes and is safe. Vandegrift runs again and has another stolen base. Into new roles in the 2, 3, 4 spots for them, and have played a lot better this season to help the offense, as that's out on the transfer. Vandegrift's going to try for third. Ross could not pick that ball up in foul territory, so now Vandegrift's 60 feet from home.
Things really well. They're playing some good defense. It's just a very complete club.
Ground ball up the middle. Chance here for Torres, and they retire Alabama. Strand that runner at third base. Still 2-0 tied over the semi. 40 walks on the season for Brisky, as that pitch misses, and there is number 1 on the night. The only bad part is that's come against the 8-hole, and this is what Al.
Yeah, at times.
Ground ball, chance for 2 if they can be quick enough in the dirt. Scooped up, but safe at first. Danley, the pitcher, beats it out.
You know, at times when you're in that circle on them, you just talk about how you're going to overcome them, what we're going to do better with our footwork when we're fielding, how we're going to pitch better to big hitters.
Yeah, great matchup tonight in Tuscaloosa, Florida State and Alabama. J. Sonny Beecham into center field. Vandegrift moves in, and that'll do it for the third. Great start for Jocelyn Brisky and the Crimson Tide. Danley falls behind 3-1 to the leadoff hitter. Ground ball left side. Torres backhand, long throw, but a nice play by Issa Torres.
Follow the glove or position themselves.
Torres under this, 2 outs. Lonnie Alameda, of course, the pitch of the other one's successes. It's hit pretty well into right center field. Long run up and off the wall, as it's a double for Brooke Elistad. Thomas gives Caitlin Riley a chance with 2 outs. Riley right side hops up to Potter, and Florida State ends the inning right there. 2-0. 4th inning coming up, as well as Lonnie Alameda. And a bit scary for pitchers if the ball gets up in the air. For the most part, it's been blowing either straight out or straight out to left field as they retire the speedy Harp.
Great job by Elistad tonight. The Seminoles, you can see, uncharacteristically quiet with the bats tonight. Typically averaging almost 10 hits a game, just 1 tonight.
Kind of off the handle into left field. Edenfield will take it, though. 1 out base hit.
Brent mixed speeds. Curveball away, just something, don't let him sit.
1-2. Down and off the end of the bat into right field. Back-to-back base hits now for Florida State in the 4th.
In the dirt, like an off-speed drop.
Another chance, 1-2. Got her downstairs, swinging through it for out number 2. Brisky falls behind 2-0 to Kerr, who rips one into left center field, and Florida State is going to get on the board. 1 run scores. They're sending a second. The throw home, not in time, and we're tied at 2.
Janai Kerr, one of the best hitters on this team. Don't let it fool you that she's hitting out of the 7-hole. That is her 3rd double of the year. She's had her battles and struggles this year, but not on this swing. She is all over this pitch. It's a little elevated on the outer half. A 2-0 count. She's leveraged. She knows it. She's looking for something, and she bashes that all the way to the wall. And with 2 outs, you know that Edenfield and Dak are going to be on their horses running. Dak.
3 here in the 4th for the Seminoles.
You mentioned it. They do a great job of really doing damage. 2nd, 3rd, 4th time through the lineup.
Brisky gets the ground out to finish the inning. 2-2.
Talented. It's that she hones it.
So Bama back at the plate. Hard hit ball to Beecham, who smothers it and retires Giles on just 1 pitch. Staying in front of hitters that probably had seen you hundreds of times.
Yes, hundreds and hundreds of times. You just always have to morph.
Ground ball left side. Beecham takes care of it. Now,
So,
was that adding pitches?
watching video of myself, making sure my mechanics were set.
Vandegrift puts down the bunt, and you're not going to get her.
Wow.
She is rapid.
That is just fun to watch.
Night. 5 for 12 against Mississippi State this weekend. There goes Vandegrift. Just not even close on the off-speed pitch to getting her 3 stolen bases for the nation's leader.
Oh.
3-2. Pruitt high, chopper. Danley spins and fires to first for out number 3. So we stay locked at 2. A pretty key decider in the ACC race. High into center field at Vandegrift. 1 out for Brisky.
Well, and you saw that.
Murphy's been and the SEC teams kind of around them to keep some of those matchups going. And Patrick Murphy said, look, this is a win-win for both programs. High into left field and just into foul territory, caught by Papillo for out number 2. In program history.
Just amazing.
Left side right at Elistad. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. The Crimson Tide.
University of South Carolina has just really got that team doing some great stuff.
Long throw, and they got her.
Oh.
Torres off the deflection by Beecham.
It'll be 14 of 15.
There's a 1-out walk for Callie Hevelin. We saw the men's basketball.
It's one of the best coach teams in all of Division I softball, and they're playing that way now.
Inside, that gets Papillo. So a walk and a hit batter here for Danley in the 5th. Got her swinging. Apsell comes in, gets a big time out number 2.
That is a big strikeout for
Crowd on their feet at Rhodes Stadium. 3-2. Got her looking. Apsell bears down and gets out of the jam.
and that rise ball up in the zone.
Ground ball off the glove of Hawkins and into center field. A leadoff single here in the 6th for Kennedy Harp, and she will face Michaela Edenfield first. Nobody out and a runner on base. Edenfield singled her last trip up. That's down low. Runner goes. Ball is off of Harp, it looked like. And she's into second with big pitch, full count. Off speed and just a little low. Jocelyn Brisky can only look on now. 5+ in.
Control of the zone. Gives way to Johnson, who's a different look.
Off speed, lofted deep to left center field. Long run for Vandegrift. Goes up and can't bring it back. A 3-run shot for Katie Dack to break it open for Florida State.
Katie Dack going yard on the changeup. You know, react hard, and she is going to go get this pitch. It is just down the middle. She elevates it. At first, it looks like Vandergrift might be able to get to it. That ball elevated. Looks like it's going to be coming down over the fence. Nice effort by Vandergrift, but just can't get it. 3-run shot.
The feeling Lonnie Alameda really empowers her players as Waycaser goes around, and that's out number 1 for Ailey Johnson on the bounce back.
But the team getting the win.
Hard hit ball smothered by Hevelin, and she takes care of it for out number 2.
Yeah, and I think both these clubs do that. Patrick Murphy as well. He does a great job of really blending in. You had a
0-2 for Johnson. Strikeout looking of Ross, so Ailey Johnson bounces back with 3 straight outs, but at bat coming to Giles. Ground ball right side. Apsell wins the battle, out number 1. This is hit into shallow left where Torres runs it down for out number 2. A lot of space in right center field right now for Vandegrift. They've kind of shifted over. This has popped up on the infield. Beecham stepping in front of Torres. A 1-2-3 inning for Apsell. She's come in and retired all 5 batters. Duke upset about their positioning in the rankings. They felt they should have been in a position to potentially host super regionals last year, but had to go on the road. Wow! Stabbed by Elistad. That was a rocket to third base. Walks and errors haven't been a huge issue. There was a walk in the 6th just before that 3-run home run, but defensively, Alabama has been fantastic tonight. It's just been the offense that hasn't been able to bring runs across when they've had
10, 12 strikeouts a game.
Through the 5-6 hole for Beecham, a 2-out base hit for the talented sophomore.
And so when you're getting those, 10 to 12 strikeouts a game, your opportunities to field a ground ball.
Then Edenfield walked when Johnson entered for Brisky, and Johnson gets the strikeout there of Kennedy Harp. A 3-run lead for Florida State, and the Crimson Tide.
You got to know what you're going after, and strikes.
First pitch popped up by the pinch hitter, Kendall Clark. Oof. Exactly what Julia Apsell wanted. 1 out. Another 3-2. Got her on the outside corner. There it is. Apsell closes the door with strikeout number 4. An impressive come-from-behind win for Florida State.
Yeah, Julia Apsell in relief, just outstanding. Katie Dack with the big 3-run shot. And the game-winning hit. This Florida State team looking really strong. Bama, a good game, much improved from the weekend.
Apsell improves to 10-0 on the season. Florida State at Duke, Alabama at Texas A&M this weekend. For Michelle Smith, Scott Epstein, Jordan Alvis, Karen Johns, and our entire crew, I'm Chucky Kemp. Thanks for joining us, everybody. So long from Tuscaloosa.